Hey y'all, welcome to the Women's Center. My name is Jessica. Today we're going to talk about self-care. So obviously self-care is a bit of a buzzword right now, but it's actually really important. So what is self-care? Self-care is anything that we do deliberately or on purpose to take care of our health, whether that's our mental health, our physical health, our emotional health, our psychological health. There's so many different parts that make up our health. So today, together, we're gonna make a self-care plan. But before we do that, I wanna go over three very important parts of self-care. So we have our emotional health, our physical health, and our spiritual health. Physical health is any way that we take care of our physical body. So think of ways and things that you can take care of your body, whether that's getting out of bed and getting enough sleep at night, brushing your teeth, or even showering. Some people think of their physical health by exercising, moving their bodies in ways that make them feel really good. And then we have our emotional health. So emotional health, I want you to think of anything that you can do to take care of your emotional intelligence. Doing things that take care of our emotional health might be talking to a friend when we're having a bad day, or seeing a therapist even. It could be writing your thoughts down in a journal. There are several different ways that we can take care of our emotional health. And then we have our spiritual health. And this one sometimes people don't really understand, so I'm gonna explain it for you. Our spiritual health is the ways that we connect with the world. Some people are really extroverted, and maybe they connect with the world by interacting with other people. So a way that they can take care of their spiritual health is by hanging out with their friends. And some people maybe feel really connected to the world when they are outdoors. So they might go plant a garden or just take a walk outside. There are several different ways that you can take care of your health in the three different domains that I just mentioned, and everyone's is going to be different. So before we make our personal self-care plans, we're gonna go through this self-care checklist to see the things that we already do, and then maybe it can help us brainstorm things that we would like to do. For example, physical health, eating regularly and eating healthy food, going to the doctor for checkups, taking breaks alone when you need them. Those are all some examples of physical self-care. The next one that we're going to talk about on our self-care checklist is emotional self-care, or some people might call it mental health. Some things on our checklist that you can do to take care of your emotional or mental health is staying in contact with important people in your life, giving yourself positive affirmations, allowing yourself time to feel your feelings and to cry. Those are all examples of things that are good and healthy to do to take care of your mental or emotional health. The next one on the checklist is spiritual self-care. So some things, like I mentioned, you can spend time out in nature, and that can be doing whatever you want it to do. No one's self-care plan is going to be exactly the same. You can find a spiritual connection or a community, identify what is meaningful to you, and then how it plays a role in your life. So maybe you have a cause that is really important to you, and you can work in your community to help uplift people. There are a lot of things that we can do for spiritual self-care. So we're gonna have the self-care checklist on our website for you all to fill out. And after you fill out the self-care checklist, I want you to take a look at your list. You're gonna mark the things that you think you do well, and then if there's anything that you didn't mark, maybe you can prioritize to try some of those new things. So maybe that you want to start therapy. Here at the Women's Center, we have 2 counselors on staff, and you could get connected with us and start to talk to someone that's outside your family or your friend group, and maybe that will make it easier for you to take care of your mental health. After you do the checklist and you identify those things that you want to try and the things that you already do well, we're going to make our own self-care plan. So you'll see on our self-care plan worksheet, it has a blank in the middle, and I want you to put your name on that part. So it'll say, for example, Jessica's self-care plan. And then there are 3 bubbles. So you have body, mind, and spirit. And on body, I want you to think of 3 to 5 different things that you can do to take care of your body. Again, your physical health. It could be walking your dog, going for a jog, brushing your teeth every day, whatever you want it to be. And then I want you to think of 3 to 5 things for your mind, which is your mental or emotional health. And then at the bottom, there is spirit. So again, that's your connection to the world, whether that's with other people, with a cause, or out in nature. Think of 3 to 5 things that you can do to practice taking care of your spiritual health. On the side of the spiritual bubble, you will see there is supportive people in my life, and then there is reasons to be healthy. So I want you to list 3 to 5 people that can help you actually do your self-care plan. So we know that self-care is not something we can do alone. It takes support of other people in our lives or our communities. So you can list people, or you can list your school can be someone that can support you to do your self-care plan. It could be your dog could help you support and do your self-care plan, or even your mom. And then on the other side, with your reasons to be healthy, I want you to think of those short-term and long-term goals you have. What are the reasons you have that you want to be healthy in life? And then after you do that, find a place that you can see this checklist and revisit your self-care plan so that you're reminding yourself daily to do these practices.